A Rottweiler is not a dog you own. It is a dog you earn. Every action, every tone of your voice, every boundary you set tells them one thing: whether you are worthy of their respect, or whether you've just made a mistake you may never come back from. Challenging a Rottweiler's authority is a test you don't want to take. Because this isn't a breed that bends easily. This is a breed that has guarded families, herds, and property for centuries, a breed that instinctively knows when it's in charge, and when it's being challenged. So what happens when you try? What happens when you raise your voice in anger, when you put your hands on them in frustration, or when you push too far in a moment of weakness? The answer lies in their eyes. The same eyes that once watched over your children with patience may now harden with suspicion. Owners often describe this moment as a shift. The bond that felt unshakable suddenly feels fragile. The dog that once followed your every word now hesitates, as if calculating whether you are still worthy of their obedience. A Rottweiler's respect is powerful, but once lost, it's a mountain you may never climb again. But here's where the controversy begins. Some believe dominance is the only way to train a Rottweiler. They say you must always be alpha, always above, always unchallenged. And yet, countless owners have discovered that the harder you try to dominate, the more you risk shattering trust. The real secret isn't fear. It's consistency. It's clarity. It's a steady hand that never wavers. This is why a tactical harness is more than gear. It's a statement of control without conflict. You guide, you direct, you lead. You don't need to break their spirit to prove authority. Because the truth is, Rottweilers don't rebel against strength. They rebel against betrayal. Shout at them in anger, punish them unfairly, or break a promise of trust, and they will never see you the same way again. They'll obey out of duty, perhaps, but the bond that once made them your shadow may never return. That's why smart owners use tools like an e-collar not to dominate, but to communicate. To remind their dog of boundaries even at a distance, without rage or fear. To a Rottweiler, clarity is love. Inconsistency is chaos. And chaos is the one thing they will not tolerate. But what about physical challenge? What if you try to physically force them into submission? That's when things can turn dangerous. Because a Rottweiler doesn't just stand down. They push back. And when 120 pounds of muscle decides to push back, you lose. This is why respect is the real authority. Not fear, not force. Respect built day after day, in the way you feed them, train them, and even play with them. Respect is why a Rottweiler will place itself between you and danger. Respect is why they'll ignore their own safety for yours. Neglect that respect, and you'll see the other side. The dog who once trusted you begins to patrol on its own terms. The protector becomes unpredictable. And the fight for authority becomes a fight for survival, one you cannot win. This is why care and health also play a role. A dog in pain may feel betrayed if its suffering is ignored. Rottweilers are prone to joint issues, and owners who use joint support chews know it's not just about health, it's about trust. Because when you show them you care for their body, you prove you care for them. The same is true for the mind. A bored Rottweiler is a frustrated Rottweiler. Deny them stimulation, and they'll take authority into their own paws. Owners use puzzle toys not just for fun, but as proof that their dog's needs matter. And in that simple act, authority is reinforced. So what truly happens if you challenge a Rottweiler's authority? You break the silent contract between you. You risk turning your partner into a skeptic, your protector into a liability. You may still have control, but you'll no longer have loyalty. And that's the heart of it. A Rottweiler will follow strength, but only when it's fair. They will accept leadership, but only when it's consistent. They will give their life for you, but only if they know you have never betrayed them. So the real challenge isn't whether you can stand above them. It's whether you can stand with them. Because once you prove yourself worthy, a Rottweiler doesn't just respect you. They become part of you. And that's a kind of authority no one can ever take away.